Hi, I'm Glenn Flickinger of 21st Century Consulting, and today I'm with Tammy Weaver. Tammy's with Alltech. She's one of their tech position people. And just wanted to get together. This is summer. We have bunk management issues whenever we get into summer. And so Tammy does a lot of research with, or a lot of data collection with aflatoxins, mycotoxins, stuff like that. So Tammy, just walk us through some of the things. If you come, this is not a trouble spot, but if you come into a trouble spot and they suspect they have a mycotoxin or aflatoxin, how do you walk through that?
One of the telltale signs if you have a mycotoxin issue is just walking through the cows. The cows will tell you a lot. And I'll look for the quality of the stool. You know, is the fecal sample, is it a good sample? Are the cows loose? I want to see dry matter intakes. Are all the cows up eating? Are they sorting? You know, is there feeding going on in the feed that they want to sort? Just the condition of the cows, and then also talking with the dairymen to find out, okay, are we having breeding issues? Are dry matter intakes fluctuating? Are they down? Things of that nature. Are we having some other maybe immunology issues? You know, are the cows more susceptible to getting, you know, respiratory issues right now? Are they down just because of heat, or is milk production down because of another issue? So there's all sorts of things that you can look at.
Those are really good points. So let's say that you see the symptoms. We see the cows are fluctuating in production, manure is all over the boards, maybe the feed's even getting hot this time of year. What are some of the tools you have available to you to confirm or not confirm that it really is an issue?
So one of the things I like to look at when it comes to mycotoxins is just to pinpoint what we're dealing with. You know the problem you're up against, and then you'll have a better idea of how you're going to treat it or how you're going to go about fixing it. And with Alltech, we do a 37 plus test, which is basically a mycotoxin test, and we're actually looking for more than 50 different species of mycotoxins to find out what's going on. And when we can pinpoint that, then we know how to treat it. Do we need to add a product? Do we need to, a lot of times we say the solution is dilution. So is the product the corn silage? Do we need to pull back there? Is the problem a cereal grain problem? Or is it high moisture corn? And then we alter the diet that way. Sometimes that's one of the easiest things we can do, but more often than not, just to be on the safe side, we'll add a product like Integral A+, and that acts as a binder and will basically bind that toxin and flush it out of the cow's system. There's other products you can use too. Alltech has a product called Biomoss, and we like to add that. I like to use that product from the standpoint of just to get the gut going again, because it's one thing to get rid of those toxins, but it's another thing to make the gut feel good. If we're going to make the cow feel good and her gut feels good, she's going to eat better, she's going to make more milk, she's going to be more comfortable all the way around.
So I've never shied away from controversy, just like Charlie Daniels, who just passed away. And I think our universities have done us an incredible disservice when it comes to binders for toxins. Mm-hmm. And we used to say that, oh, well, you just use diatomaceous clay and that's all you got to do. But with the technologies we have today, what about something like Integral, which is a yeast product?
Right.
How does that differ? How is that better, worse? How would you compare the two? When would you use the two?
Well, I usually would go to a product like Integral only because you have that yeast to help with rumen function and keep the rumen going, but you also have the binding effect so that you're flushing the toxin out of the system. If we're simply, again, just flushing that toxin out, that's great, we got rid of it, but what do we do to make the cow feel better? And at the end of the day, it's like if you ate something that didn't agree with you, your first reaction is probably, I'm going to stop eating. Well, that doesn't help either because it doesn't keep all the other systems going. We've got to keep the cow ruminating.
Yeah. Well, Tammy, thank you very much for that information and that insight. I'm with Tammy Weaver from Alltech, and I'm Glenn Flickinger from 21st Century Consulting, and that's our opinion.